Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Stadium Spotlight. This is your show where we'll look at different unique stadiums in the show 24. And today we got a different episode. Instead of just reviewing one stadium, I'm going to be reviewing 3. Just to change it up, I don't want to do one stadium at a time anymore. Maybe get more stadiums out at once. But if y'all do enjoy the new format, please consider liking and subscribing. That way it'll tell me that y'all do enjoy and I'll continue to make them. But the first stadium of today is going to be Chase Canyon Remix 2. This stadium was created by ESPN 6KTA, and it's got to be one of the most unique stadiums in the show 24. And I think there's a glitch in the game, and he was able to turn the grass blue, and it looks so awesome. It looks like a college stadium with different colored turf. I think it looks so cool, and the stadium itself looks awesome. It's right in the middle of a canyon. As you can see, there are 3 decks behind home plate. We have a huge canyon wall in right field where we got some seating right next to it in foul territory. 2 decks in right field with some grass above it and some suites right below it. So center field, we have a grass batter's eye. Love the design of that. And we have some brick with a Hit Here Cafe and a Jumbotron right above it. And in left field, we have one section of seating right above the fence and right below this wall of grass. I think this looks so cool, and we get some lighting poking out from the grass on both sides, and then we have a canyon wall surrounding the entire outfield. And also down the left field line we have a Jumbotron. I think we also have one in right field. Yep, I did not notice that. And right above the fence we do have some flowers. This kind of reminds me of Citizens Bank Park, as it has those plants right above the fencing. I can't tell you how much I love the design of the stadium, and I think the best part about it is that it is a competitive stadium, so you can use it online. And I don't know what other stadiums might have different colored grass, but I think this looks so cool. I'm definitely going to use this a lot. And this is what it looks like from outside the stadium. And this is what the stadium looks like at nighttime. Pretty well lit. I think it looks really cool at nighttime. Next, we're at Eagle Square, and this stadium was created by rayratliff. And this looks to be an indoor stadium. Kind of reminds me of a mall because it looks like there's a bunch of shops in center field. Behind home plate we have 3 decks of seats, and that wraps all the way to right field, right where foul territory ends. Right field we have this giant section of seating. This goes all the way up almost into the 3rd deck. To center field we have a bunch of bars and standing room. Really like standing room in stadium. It just looks different from the wall of seating. We have a lot of Jumbotrons. We have one in right center field and then to dead center field right above the batter's eye. And we have this small section of seating right behind the batter's eye. I guess that's like an exclusive club you can be in. Left field, it seems like the team offices are there. I love buildings inside stadiums. I don't know why. I think it looks really cool. A lot of ribbon scoreboards. And he actually put the distance of what center field and left center field are. And in left field we have one section of seating. Above it we have a Jumbotron, and I love the contrast of seating in the stadium. You have a wall of seating in right field, we have standing room and bars in center field, and then we have just one section of seating and a concourse in left field. I love contrast in stadiums, so it's not just a giant wall of seating like the old multi-purpose stadiums in MLB. And this is what the outside of the stadium looks like. Really unique, got a really cool interest into the stadium, and the design on the roof is awesome. And then you're not going to notice when you're playing, but there is a football stadium outside. I think it's insane how this is a prop. It's a full-on football stadium. I love it. And we also have a bridge outside the stadium that you're not going to be able to see, but it just adds detail to the environment of the stadium. For the next stadium, we are at Oasis Islands, and this stadium was created by Murph075. This is the stadium we looked at last year, but with the stadium uploader being transferred over to MLB the Show 24, you're still able to play it in the Show 24. And I just wanted to look over it, just to have a throwback stadium per episode. So behind home plate, we have 4 decks of seats that wraps all the way to right field and gets cut off almost at the foul pole down the left field line. So instead of more seating, there are a bunch of standing room in left field. And I love this design. Just 3 layers of standing room, and it's not just like, you know, a flat ground. He put unique details into each of them. And there are concourse and concessions on these levels as well. So in right field, the 4th deck of seating does wrap into fair territory. And then there's a standing room / suite in right field. I guess the owner just put a mansion in the stadium. I think it looks really cool. But the main thing of the stadium is the outfield, and the outfield has such an amazing design. A bunch of rocks with trees and bushes and water going down it. One of the best scenery in a stadium in the Show 24, without a doubt, one of my favorite. And with the different colored trees that they add, it just adds so much color to the background of the stadium. Beyond the outfield seats in right center field, we do have a Jumbotron with Welcome to the Oasis Islands right above it. In left field, we do have a party deck, and connected to it, we do have a pier with a bunch of boats beyond it. I guess people can float around in the bay and watch the game. And then beyond it, we have a water park that connects to the pier deep into left field. Beyond the hills, we have a cruise ship, and then you can't really miss it. The biggest scenery piece of this stadium is the volcano out in the distance. And how many stadiums do you look out in the distance and see a giant volcano overlooking the stadium? And this is what the stadium looks like from the outside, surrounded by water. So the only way you get to the stadium is by boat. This is what the stadium looks like at nighttime. And for the final stadium of this video, we were at Commonwealth Ground, and this stadium was created by Glenn Fittich 12. And just a reminder, all the sim information for all three of these stadiums will be in the description, so you can check it out for yourself. I'm not gatekeeping these stadiums. But right away, I don't know if it was just me, but this stadium reminds me of Ebbets Field in a way. It does have the advertisements in the outfield, and the seating in left field is different. But the tall wall in right field and the street and the buildings across the street, it reminds me of it. And the outside does as well, but I think it looks really cool, maybe a little better than Ebbets Field. Behind home plate, we have 2 decks of seats, and that runs all the way into left field, where there's only the second deck remaining. We have the tall wall in right field. I wish we could use something other than, you know, the actual fencing as the outfield walls. Hopefully they'll add that in a year or two. I honestly doubt it. And if you're thinking of a beer to drink, might as well have a Guinness. Right center field, we have a hit here sign. Center field, we have the brick batter's eye. Got brick surrounding it. The stadium is got a lot of brick to it. I love the look of brick on stadiums. I think it looks really cool. I think he was trying to make the left field wall like right here in play and then, you know, over it a home run. But I don't think he was allowed to do that. So we added advertisements to the bottom. We have this giant bush in left center field. Just adds green to the outfield wall. Maybe cover up some of that brick. And it kind of looks like ivy that you'll see at Wrigley. I don't know when they're going to add ivy to outfield walls in Stadium Crater. I hope they do it really soon, like maybe next year. And I think another advertisement is the Gillette razors. We got an advertisement down the left field line. This is what it looks like from outside of the stadium. Seems to be in the middle of an industrial area of a city. We have a church and a small baseball field in right center field, right behind the buildings in right. And he went ahead and added a actual block of streeting. I think it looks really cool. I love when people do that. It's built inside a block of a city. And it's hard to see when you're playing the game, but there is a opening here in center field, a concourse level where you can enter into the stadium. We have a giant wall that covers it up, so you won't be able to see it when you're playing. Maybe when you do replays and stuff like that, you'll see it. Just a unique addition to the stadium that I wanted to point out. That's pretty much it for the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this new format of Stadium Spotlight, please let me know in the comments. I can always go back to the old format if y'all enjoyed that more. But I just wanted to get more stadiums out at a time and not, you know, 3 over a period of 3 weeks. Maybe just 3 every week. I would love to do that. Hopefully I have the time to do that, but I'm not going to make any promises because I don't want to make a promise that I can't keep. That's what I would love to do. I'm so sorry for not making a Stadium Spotlight video for I don't even know how long, since like the first month of the game. I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to try to do better, but I can't promise that. If you enjoyed the series and you want more, then please consider liking and subscribing. If you have your own stadium you want me to look at, make sure to put your online ID and the name of the stadium in the comments below, and I will be sure to check it out. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace!